Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Yesterday, March the 12th, 2016, was a very important day in the National Basketball Association for gamblers. We're getting some clarity on the Western Conference. Now understand, as I make this video from a very sunny Northern California, just understand that the Golden State Warriors, right, are the defending NBA champions, and the San Antonio Spurs currently are getting you a plus 375. That's right, a plus 375 on NBA futures to win it all. Right now, yesterday, the offensively minded Oklahoma City Thunder, right, a team that could well be the 3 seed in the Western Conference, came to San Antonio. Now understand, San Antonio is putting up defensive numbers in terms of points per 100 possessions that we haven't seen for several years. Defensively, San Antonio is by far the best team in the league. Well, San Antonio yesterday at home, where they haven't lost all season, held the Oklahoma City Thunder to 85 points, right? 85 points. I thought Oklahoma City was supposed to be an offensive juggernaut. Now, by contrast, the Golden State Warriors were playing at home themselves, where they're unbeaten all year. They were playing Phoenix, a team well below 500. Phoenix against the Warriors, granted, the Warriors didn't have Andre Iguodala, but Phoenix put up 116 points yesterday against the Golden State Warriors. In other words, the Phoenix Suns against the Warriors put up 31 more points than the Oklahoma City Thunder were able to score against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, look, we all know the defending champion, the group that's on pace to break the 72-win mark, should be favored. But I'm not sure who the better team is, the Warriors or the Spurs. The Spurs are certainly better defensively. There is no question about that, right? If they play each other, understand neither has lost all year at home. The question would be, who would be able to win on the other team's court? Let's just say that the San Antonio Spurs have a lot of experience in the playoffs, right? If there's a team out there with hardened, experienced individuals who aren't going to be overcome by the moment on an opponent's floor, it's Tim Duncan, it's Manu Ginobili, it's Tony Parker, etc., right? Kawhi Leonard. So, I believe one of the absolute best bets in the universe of sports betting right now are the San Antonio Spurs to win it all at a plus 375. Understand, when you get to the Western Conference Finals, you can hedge the play. I'm not too worried about the San Antonio Spurs on the way to the Western Conference Finals, because I don't think teams like Oklahoma City, for example, are going to be competitive against them in the playoffs, right? So, my recommendation, I've been making it here for months, is to lock in the plus 375 on the San Antonio Spurs, and then to be prepared to do some hedging against the Golden State Warriors, right? Best bet on the board. Right now, you could take out a coin, in my opinion, and flip it to see exactly who's going to have the edge in a Warrior-Spur matchup. Let me also point out that I was out yesterday with some Golden State Warrior fans, and they had no doubt, I'm talking about, several people, they had no doubt that the Golden State Warriors, who statistically are inferior defensively to the San Antonio Spurs, right, who didn't have to play the Spurs in last year's playoffs, who haven't had to deal with this version of the Spurs, right? David West Anyone keeping track of LaMarcus Aldridge's numbers of late? Kawhi Leonard just now reaching his prime, right? I don't think gamblers out there fully appreciate what's going on in Texas, right? Let me just say, for savvy gamblers, when they start throwing around a plus 375, and they're actually giving you a team the quality of the San Antonio Spurs, you need to at least listen to the pitch. Let me also say, too, I know many are going to say, what about LeBron? Right? What about the Cleveland Cavaliers? Right? LeBron and the Cavaliers the other day lost to a depleted Memphis team. LeBron can't hit the side of a barn from three-point range, and he has the ball a lot on that Cleveland team. Right? Tyronn Lue, let's just say he doesn't have remotely the coaching experience that Greg Popovich has. Right? He hasn't won a championship like Steve Kerr has. No, I don't take the Cleveland Cavaliers seriously. Even Kobe Bryant, right, on his way out the door, said, hey, Cleveland needs a lightning rod player. What that implies is that they don't have that on the roster right now. Right? I'll start believing in Cleveland when I start seeing Kevin Love block some shots. Folks, hasn't happened. Right? At least not on a meaningful level. Also, there are reports that LeBron James, who strikes me as not the most teammate-friendly guy, that LeBron James seems to be having problems with Kyrie Irving. Right? You understand the argument from Irving's point of view. Hey, he was the first pick in the draft, too. Hey, he was in Cleveland before LeBron got here. Right? Let's just say that Cleveland doesn't sound like it's ready for an NBA championship. Right? They just don't. I'll take my chances taking the Spurs at plus 375, hedging the play with Golden State when they meet, and then taking the West, assuming the Western Conference winner is going to take out whoever comes out of the East. Let's assume it's Cleveland. Nobody out West is afraid of Cleveland. Anyway, that's how I see it. Take a look at yesterday's box score. Spurs, OKC. Just look at OKC's lack of offense. Folks, you'll be surprised to learn that it's been that way for San Antonio Spur opponents all year. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video if you were hesitant to take the Spurs before. After yesterday's defensive performance, and look at their defense since Kawhi Leonard returned to the team from a few games off. Right? Spectacular. Right? If defense wins championships, then this plus 375 being offered in Vegas right now is a gift. Right? Even if you think Golden State's better, you need to lock in this leverage, and then later on, right? Let's say the Spurs are playing the Warriors. Best case for me would be Spurs win game 1. Then I'd throw money on the Warriors at advantageous odds just to hedge the play. My point is, if you get to that point, and let's say the Warriors win game 1, okay, fine. Then at that point, you could say, you know what, I'm going to hedge my position. Lord knows I have leverage on the plus 375 part of the aisle. Anyway, that's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Thanks for stopping by.